Today's horoscope, Taurus April 17, 2022. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money, and compatibility with other signs. Today can bring opportunities to think up methods and plans for self-improvement that excite you. Also today, Mars moves to a new house in your solar chart. This action-oriented planet brings dynamic energy to your romance and pleasure sector until May 24th, ensuring that life will not be dull. During this cycle, you are likely to direct your energy and initiative into actively pursuing a rewarding love life, social amusement or hobbies, activities with children, or pleasure in general. You're feeling pleasantly competitive, more energetic, and assertive. Venus is also in this sector, and now with Mars here, you're even more intent on enjoying and expressing yourself. The passion in your romantic life can increase, but can be disruptive or stimulating, and often a mix of both. Overall, however, it's easier to express yourself and your desires. Your love horoscope. You find the temperature unusually chilly today when you are used to it being a little warmer. We are talking romantically here. The planetary alignment indicates that you have quite a lot of work to do to get your loved one in a talkative or even half-friendly mood. The secret may be to try and help them overcome any fears they may be secretly harboring. Persistence will win. Your career horoscope. Creativity is about to blast off. Today, ambitious Mars enters watery Pisces, which creates a nice trine to your sign. Intuitive and imaginative, the Martian energy takes on rosy energy. Mars in Pisces gravitates towards your professional projects, especially the ones where you can showcase your artistic vision and talents. This is the perfect transit to show your coworkers your passion for your projects. It could be a relatively idealistic transit, so be mindful of your game plan so that you can follow through with your ideas and passion projects. Your finance horoscope. Knowing that the moon will return to your income sector early next week not only allows you to take a wait-and-see approach, but can help you navigate a full moon that is set to put how well you know when to keep your work hat on and when to take it off to the test. In the sun's final days in your work sector, this is a call to pace yourself with both income and job matters, getting the call to hold back until after the weekend. Social life today. To put it mildly, you are somewhat overwhelmed with what is expected of you. There are frequent misunderstandings, especially with relatives and friends. To avoid making the tense situation worse, refrain from acting in the heat of the moment. You need a great deal of time and patience for talking things over to clear matters up. Your dating horoscope. You have a much better sense of the vibe of the city than your friends do now. Make sure they listen when you're giving them the rundown. Spook them with a little voodoo if you have to. Flirting tips. You come under intense scrutiny and react badly to criticism you might receive from people you care about most. Emotional outbursts lead you to say things you later regret. It is probably best if you try and remove yourself from any tense situation to a quiet place where you're able to reflect on how you feel. Lucky numbers: 7, 14, 18, 33, 44. Your well-being horoscope. The energy emanating from the planets today presents a mental challenge. Emotions and power are growling at one another. Maybe they're even engaged in a real fight. The mental challenge is in stepping back and assess the situation. How much is at stake? Will it eventually blow over? Is it about winning and losing? Most of all, the challenge will be to continue to respect your personal health regimen in the face of this distraction. It is neither fair nor prudent to neglect your body and all the energy contained therein. Your daily numeroscope. Concentrating will prove more challenging for you in this day. In fact, you might not feel like working at all with this vibration occurring. If it's possible, it would probably be the best thing for you to take a day off. Chances are it's been a while. See if you can at least get a few hours to go off and do whatever strikes your fancy. You deserve to wind down and enjoy yourself as much as anyone. Daily Planetary Overview. Yesterday's full moon in Libra aspects authoritative Saturn and transformative Pluto, which can bring out a lot of intense emotions. For starters, we might feel as though we have to be the adult in charge of matters. This means we'll be more inclined to bury our emotions and be direct with people. Using your power or position to command authority could ruffle a few feathers. The Pluto component adds power struggles and intense feelings like jealousy to relationships. You might feel like the only way to make your point is to assert your will. Keep in mind that this isn't the best way to handle a situation, because others will definitely resist and perhaps act out. The good news is that you can change the dynamic, but only if you're open to growth and transformation. Sky for today. Just before dawn, the Libra full moon encourages us to achieve balance in our relationships. In the 2 weeks that have elapsed since the March 31st Aries new moon, we've adopted a rigorous approach to pursuing our goals, and in the process, our words, actions, and intentions have become aligned. Our originality and inner strength have been affirmed. Our confidence has been amplified as we see immediate results from our efforts. Yet, at this juncture, it becomes apparent that we do not exist in a vacuum. We must form alliances to help us navigate this new landscape. The moon now trines Saturn in Aquarius, offering reverence and respect for tradition. The best partnerships are those born of mutual regard, and we can benefit from deferring to the expertise of elders. However, the moon also squares Pluto, dredging up fears of failure that can prompt us to act destructively. Becoming more mindful of how and why our scales are being tipped is part of the lunar medicine. Our challenge is to hold space for others' agendas while refusing to backpedal on our own. In this way, we find ourselves in supportive company. The moon enters its voidal course following its mid-afternoon square to Pluto, lasting about 2.5 hours. During this time, we may feel like we are in a space of suspended animation, forced to confront emotions that can no longer be bypassed for our own well-being. Once the moon enters Scorpio in the early evening, we plunge fully into our interior depths. Over the next 2 days, we are more private, and our headspace may seem impenetrable to others. Yet, what matters is the attitude we bring to our psychological excavation process. Through our analysis, we avoid being ruled by that which we fear, and reject the notion that we should permit our life story to be steered by our secrets.